Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we talk about how to get over a breakup. Because if everybody knows me, I've just got over one and I'm in such high spirits now. I'm quite smug. I've said this in quite a few live streams actually. I'm quite smug that I'm very happy. A lot of things going on in my life now, and I've met people, some amazing people, and life's going really well. So I just want to show you that things can get better when you're out of the relationship and you're in that breakup stage, and you get out of that stage and it's like, I feel so much better now. So these are a few tips on how to get over the dreaded breakup. Now, I've seen quite a few how to get over a breakup videos and they sugarcoat it to hell, and I'm just like, I don't want to insult your intelligence. It is hard. It is really freaking hard, but you get through it. Yeah, it's tough. You do, like, it does knock you quite a bit, but you will get through it. Look at me. I didn't think I'd get through it. I didn't think my life would ever be the same. I know it sounds stupid, but when you're in the moment, you just think the world's ending, and you just think, wow, I'm just not going to get through this, but you will. Look at me now. I am so freaking happy. So these are a few tips to be like me and be happy, because you deserve to be happy. The first tip that helped me to get over a breakup was repair your self-esteem. Oh my god, the amount of self-loathing that you go through, like you bash your looks, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, you're so disgusting, or you bash your personality and you're like, maybe I should change this about myself. No, you should never not be yourself. You should never do that. It's just like crazy to me that I thought in my head, maybe I should like stop doing these things. Maybe I should stop being a geek and stuff. Maybe I should stop like wearing these kind of things. You know, just stop all of that. A good idea I used is get a close family member or a close friend to write down a few things that make you being in their life awesome, and you will feel so good. You'll feel so good and you'll be like, wow, my life is worth so much more than just a relationship. I'm affecting people's lives for the good, like not just my ex, like my family members, my friends, co-workers, whatever. You're doing something right in people's lives. Your relationship does not define your life. It just doesn't. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I felt like my relationship was the be-all and end-all of my life. I really did, and it's really sad that I was in that mindset. But once I was out of the relationship, a few months after, I thought, wow, I am in other people's lives as well, and I do affect them in different ways. So if I'm sad, it might make them sad. The second thing to get over a relationship is deny all like rebounds, deny like hookups, deny all the dates and kind of things, because for me, I was just not ready. I was not ready for that. I was not ready to talk to people in that kind of way or kind of date or anything like that. It just makes you either jump into something really quickly and you're like going all in, and then you feel really guilty and you feel like you shouldn't have done that, but then you've done it already, and that person might have caught feelings or something, and you're just not in that kind of way. So it's not fair for them, plus it will F up your mind. Rebounds are a no-no. And hey, if your ex is going to rebound, then who cares what they do? You know what I mean? They're that stupid and ridiculous to rebound. Let them do it. But you're better than that. Don't. Just no rebounds. Ex, beep, beep, beep. Like pretend you're on Britain's Got Talent. If someone comes up to you and wants to hook up or something, just be like, buzzer, No, 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 no. The third thing to get over a breakup is write down a hell of a load of cons and no pros. No pros. They don't deserve pros. Write down the cons. And once you wrote them all down and you've listed them, you can look at it and you'll be like, wow, I sacrificed a lot for them. Like, it's literally crazy. And I did that, and I thought to myself, what the hell? What was I doing? And this is a few months after the breakup, and I thought, okay, I'll just write down some cons, and I did, and I found myself writing loads more, and then I was on to the next page, and it was like, whoa, I'm writing loads here, this is not good. Then something switches in your brain and you're like, Ryan, just just be happy now. Like, you don't need them in your life anymore. So yeah, it does turn something in your brain. You're like, whoa, what was I thinking? So I just wrote down just a few cons about my ex. So here we go. Hey! The fourth tip you can use is a social media detox. It helps you so much, because if you're scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, there's going to be things that remind you of them, or there's going to be like mutual friends like tagging them in things, and you're just like, your mind's going all crazy, and maybe you'll see like someone else in a relationship and you're like, oh, I had that once, and you're just like, oh, why me? Social media detox, even if it's just for a few days. I did it and I thought, hey, I don't really need social media all the time, and I've been on it quite less than I used to be, and I find myself not really going on Twitter anymore or Facebook. I'm more of an Instagram kind of guy now. I like looking at pictures, not people but posts like ranting on and stuff, or, you know, it just makes you feel better. It really is a detox. You feel like saying namaste. But you guys know that I'm quite attached to my phone, like it's sometimes surgically attached to me, so sometimes it is hard to say goodbye just for a few days. And so the detox begins. No. Oops. Tip number 5 is do things that you didn't really have time for in a relationship. So for example, for me, I've been delving into my YouTube channel a hell of a lot more. I've been doing a bit more fitness. I've been looking after myself. You know, because when you're in a relationship, you don't really care what you look like anymore sometimes. You're like, well, I'm with someone now and they love me for me. So hey, who cares if I'm going to have like that Big Mac? Who cares that I'm going to have the bargain bucket at KFC? Who cares? And now I feel like, oh, maybe I should look after myself. So I've been having smoothies, I've been going for runs, walks, all kinds of things. And it's like, whoa, Ryan, I actually feel good. My body feels good, and I just feel energized all the time now. I don't know, it sounds completely stupid, I know, but I just feel like I've got a lot more energy. Now on a side note, if you just want to be a little bit petty, now it's okay to just be a little bit petty, but do things that your ex didn't like you doing or didn't really like. Like, I don't know, I was into like some clothes that she didn't like, or gaming. She wasn't really much of a gamer, and there's films she didn't really like. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to do everything she didn't like, and I'm just going to be myself more and shake it up. Yeah! Yes! Oh yeah! Oh, is that right? Well, you've been top trumped. Hey! Is it petty? Yes. Is it immature? Yes. Will you feel good? Yes. Tip number 6 is, and it's probably the hardest one for me, let go of the idea of closure, because sometimes you're not going to get it. The amount of times that I seeked closure and I just wasn't getting it, and sometimes you're just better off not getting closure, because you'll just feel like something's missing, you feel like you just want to apologise, or you want to put an apology off them, and sometimes you're just not going to get it, and you just need to let go of it, because you're just going to be on a downward spiral, and you're just going to be looking for an apology or whatever you're looking for to just get that closure, and you might think you'll feel better. 9 times out of 10, I felt worse seeking for closure, and I ended up being really upset and being really down, and they're probably feeling like they're alright and stuff. It's just not a nice feeling. So in my opinion, seeking for closure isn't the best idea. Hey, if you're on good terms, then they might give you closure and you might feel a little bit better about it. But if you're not, and 9 times out of 10, you're not, it's not a great idea because you're going to feel worse in the long run. So just let go of the closure idea. Literally, it's just that easy. Look, closure, let go. See? Easy. Tip number 7 is be with your family and friends. Now, it sounds so cliche, I know, but you will feel like your mind's drifting off and you're like, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, my ex. But when you're in the moment, when you're with your friends and you keep your mind busy and, I don't know, sometimes I was downstairs with my parents, like just watching the TV and having a laugh and stuff, and your mind just drifts off and you're just like, what was I upset about? It really does help. Like my best friend, she used to take me out on drives, just random drives, like to random places. That sounds weird, but literally just random places. And yeah, sometimes you will think about it when you're with your family or friends, but at least you're with them, and if you're gonna feel a little bit vulnerable or a little bit upset, you're there with them. So if you need a hug or like just some support, then they're there for you. So tip number 8, and a lot of people in these how to get over breakup videos say it's not a good idea, but I think it's really important to do this. Number 8 is grieve. It's okay to grieve. If it's for a few days, a few weeks, it's okay to get upset and cry and just process what's going on. It took me a few weeks, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was in my room quite a lot, but sometimes you just need that and just have a good cry, or just sometimes it's good to just look through your photos. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's just okay to just let it all out and just rant to friends and family and just let your body and mind process what's actually going on, because you can't get over it in a day. You just can't do that, because you'd be insane if you just get over it in a day, because that's just not possible. You just need time to process everything and adjust your life, because they're not in your life anymore. It's a weird one, but I really do think it's important to grieve and just, I say when I'm crying, I let the boo-hoos out. Like, just let it out, because you will feel so much better after you've had a big cry. That's a good idea. Just cry it all out, because all the time, every time I've had a cry, at the end I feel so much better. And I'm like, what was I even crying for? Tip number 9 is music. And I would avoid sad romantic songs. Leave that in the grieving period, because you don't want to feel all that emotion again. I pick like upbeat, guilty pleasure songs that you really love and you can sing along to, and maybe make a playlist and then have your own personal concert. Maybe not scream out the tunes, because you might wake some people up. That's what I do anyway. I do it in the night and I'm like, you know, just pretend you're at a concert, and who cares? Nobody's gonna see you. Like, sing into the mirror or whatever. Do what you want. Tip number 10 is do not contact your ex. I'm very guilty of this, and again, I think I was trying to seek closure, and I thought, well, if we can't be in a relationship, let's try and be friends. And sometimes they don't want to be friends because, I don't know, that's life. They just don't want to be, and they just don't want to be civil, and they just want to keep all that negativity in the back of their mind, and fair enough, let them do that. But if you keep contacting your ex, it's like you're trying to seek something, and you're trying to seek like a friendship, or like some sort of just, like you're trying to repair something, and sometimes it's just not going to happen. And sometimes they can be very cruel, and sometimes they can twist it on you and make you feel like utter crap, and you just don't need that. You just gone through a grieving period, and now you're kind of in the process of, right, they're not in my life anymore, but then they'll come back. Sometimes they come back, sometimes you try and chat to them, and it's just a whole messy thing. So try and avoid contacting your ex, because honestly, I wish I listened, because every time I contacted my ex, I felt like crap afterwards. The 11th thing that you can do to get over your ex is set some goals. Set some goals that you really want to achieve and keep your mind on those and not your ex. So my goals are to gain some more subscribers, so I'm doing it in the 20s, so I got to 620 subscribers a few days ago. Now my mind is on the 640 mark. Another goal of mine is to do a bit of travelling, you know, because I ain't with anyone anymore, you know, I've got no one holding me back now. You know, you don't want to feel guilty, oh, I'm going away, like, I'm sorry, you can't come as well. I've got none of that anymore, so I want to plan a trip to California, hopefully by the end of the year. I'm very excited. So hopefully when all this coronavirus stuff is over, I can start planning that because I'm so excited. Plus I've never been to America, so it's really on my bucket list, so to speak, even though I don't really have a bucket list, but if I did have one, that would be on it. But yes, I'm very, very excited to start planning it because I know a few people out there and I'm quite excited to meet them. Really excited to meet them. So yeah, you know, when you're just excited for something and you're just like, so I'm excited for that. I'm not even thinking about my ex anymore. I'm really not. So it's just like, oh my God, my life is going so crazy and I love it. Don't you think I find when I get a bit excited, I go a bit flamboyant and really camp and everything, and I'm really sorry about that. And the 12th and final tip is F. And no, not an inappropriate no. Forgive, forget, and find yourself again. So if your ex is being really petty or, you know, just being your ex, then just forgive them. You know, that might irritate them, even though they feel like they've done nothing wrong, but they clearly have done something wrong, and maybe they have not gone about it the right way, and maybe they're just being an evil little, you know, just forgive them. It will irritate them. They'll be like, why are you forgiving me and stuff like that? I want you to hate me. No, just forgive them, you know. Life's too short to be petty and stuff, and that's what I tried to do when I started talking to my ex. I just didn't want that kind of drama in my life. It was just like, I really can't be bothered. Hey, if I bump into you in the street or somewhere, I don't want a weird atmosphere. I just want, like, oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, and then just walk on by, you know. I really can't be bothered with the atmosphere. It's just not needed. But if they want to be like that, then that's up to them. Who cares? But just forgive them and then forget them. And what I mean by that is they're not in your life anymore. Some exes do turn out to be your friends in the end, and that's lovely, but sometimes that's just not the case. So you do have to forget them. Yeah, they were in your life and maybe they were in a special part of your life, but you just got to forget about them now because they're not in your life. And I know that's hard for some people to grasp. For some people, they were really important to you, and some exes you love, like you loved them, and sometimes you're always gonna love them. They might have been your first love, or they might have done something really special for you, or whatever. They might have just been a really great person in that moment when you were with them, but it is hard, but you've got to try and forget them, even if that means like there's things in your room that you think about them when you see it. Maybe try and get rid of it, or try and move it so it's not really in the sight of wherever you are, if that makes sense. And maybe like delete some pictures or like some text messages. Sometimes you're not ready. It does take a few months. Hey, I still got some pictures, some messages, you know. So just, there'll be a time when you're just like, hey, I don't need them anymore. And I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I'm like, right, I don't need these pictures anymore. I really don't. So you can just forget them and finally find yourself again. Because you're in that grieving period, and then you might have had your confidence knocked. I know I did. Just do what makes you happy. You know, if you love a certain thing, you go and do that. Hey, I love Batman. Go and watch some Batman. I love watching a whole load of things on Netflix. Go and watch a whole load of things on Netflix. Go be a geek. Go and be yourself. And hey, that might wind up your ex, but who cares what they think anymore, because they're not in your life. I know I keep drilling that in people. They're not in your life. Sometimes they're gonna be like really weird about the whole situation, and they're going to be really immature, but you just got to keep in mind, hey, if they want to be that way, let them be that way. You just keep focusing on yourself, keep yourself healthy, like mentally, physically, and just have some you time, because you don't need to jump into anything. You don't need to start dating and stuff like that. You really don't. Hey, if you meet someone and you're really connecting with them, just take it slow. Just take it slow. This time of your life, whilst you've just broken up with your ex, is all about you. And just maybe feel selfish, but don't. Just don't, because you need this time to yourself now. You really do. I really knocked myself. I really, really did. And again, you might have seen in one of my videos that I did look in the mirror and I thought, you are disgusting. And I did try to be someone I wasn't, and you know, it sounds so ridiculous, but I saw a geeky top in my wardrobe and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to wear that. I don't know why. Who am I trying to impress? I don't know. I really don't know. I started watching things that I don't really like to watch because I thought, oh, my ex likes watching that, so it's actually ridiculous when you talk about it. I feel ridiculous talking about it now, but your mind is in, think of a jelly and it's all mushy. That's literally what your brain is. You just like, what the hell is going on? But over time, that jelly will form back into a big jelly or brain. Or I don't really know where I'm going with that, but you will find yourself again and you'll be like, wow, I really love doing these things, and I couldn't really do these things because I was with my ex, but I'm not now, so I can do all these things and I can enjoy myself. And then you will find someone who enjoys those things as well. I really hope I've been more honest than in some videos that you see on YouTube, because I really do think they sugarcoat it, and you're like, oh, you'll be okay and stuff like that. Sometimes you won't be for a few months, and I'm living proof. You've seen some of my videos. Like, honestly, I was a wreck, but you will feel so much better. Me now, I feel, again, so smug. So smug. You have no idea. I wake up every day and I'm smiling. My job's going great. I've met a few people. Like, I'm enjoying things. My YouTube, I'm really enjoying it again. I started the live streams, and it's just every morning I'm waking up smiling, and that's just a really good sign, because a few months ago I just really wasn't. I was just in my own head and stuff, but now I'm back to being myself. I'm back to Ryan Ashmore, YouTuber, or small YouTuber. But yeah, I'm just back to myself, and it just feels so damn good. And just a little side note, if you do need to talk to someone, hey, talk to me. My DMs are always open, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and let's just have a chat if you really feel like you need to chat, because sometimes you just need to rant to someone. And hey, I'm a good listener, and hopefully I'm good at giving advice. I mean, I'm no expert, can I just put it out there? I'm no expert in the field of relationships, obviously, but yeah, just if you really need to talk to someone, I'm here. Like I keep saying, my phone is glued to my hand 24/7. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just message me. Don't even feel like guilty, or don't feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Just message me, please do. So if you've watched this video and then you feel like it's helped you a little bit, or you're watching this video for someone else to get a few tips so you can help them, please like this video if it's really helped, because I really do like to know how these videos are going. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and in the comments just tell me how you're doing. If you're going through a breakup, or you have been through a breakup yourself and you want to share some few more tips that I maybe not have mentioned. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's the big red button. It looks like this one here, and it's down there. Yeah, I say that because there's some like people not in our young generation that don't really know what to click. Like my mum's not even subscribed to this, and she was like, how do I subscribe? I was like, it's the big red button that says subscribe. She's like, where's that? That's down there. Subscribing really helps out the channel, and my next goal is 640. Now I do know I lost a subscriber, so we're back to 619, but that 620 was recorded and the date has been set, and I made it, so I don't really mind anymore. I said that in a tweet or whatever I posted, so I hit that goal and I don't care. Let's get to 640. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and please promise me if you're going through anything to just keep calm, just breathe, and if you really need to, message me, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.